This is a law that is not openly discussed, and which the elite use to maintain control, preventing your growth. Educational institutions do not mention this, as it is not in their interest for you to know the truth. Today I'm going to reveal this secret. Here is the shocking truth. 92% of people never achieve their goals because they are made to act in ways they shouldn't. The more you strive for success, the faster it slips away from you. When you try too hard, success moves further away. You were made to believe that if you don't work around the clock, 7 days a week, you won't achieve anything. You grew up with the belief that you must constantly strive for success, or failure awaits. But what if such a mindset is hindering you right now? Have you ever wondered why billionaires keep earning even more? While most people face difficulties, they understand this law. Remember Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, and even ancient philosophers like Laozi. They all intuitively use this principle. If you start applying it in your life, your reality will change just as it did for them. Every time you desperately sought something, it slipped away from you, didn't it? The job you longed for went to someone else. The person you fought for was leaving. The financial goal you were obsessed with remained unattainable. But what happened in those moments when you stopped caring? When you stopped trying to impress others, they suddenly began to notice you. When you let go of your obsession with money, it started coming to you on its own. This is not a coincidence. It is the reversed law governing your life. Your mind deceives you. He cannot stand uncertainty and pushes towards a mad race, but this very race pushes away everything you desire. Despair screams, "I lack," and the universe hears it. That's why the wealthy effortlessly attract wealth. This is why confident people inspire admiration effortlessly, as they do not chase their true self. Meet Henry, an artist who learned this truth through his bitter experiences over 15 years. He spent a long time trying to attract the attention of galleries, hurrying and making efforts, but only achieved disappointment. Everything changed when he stopped seeking approval, took the brush, and began to paint from the heart, because he loved the activity, not for the sake of recognition. Suddenly, galleries began to pay attention to him. Collectors became interested in his works. His paintings became popular worldwide. Henry stopped chasing success, and now success came to him. Understand this right now. In unity with oneself, there is no need for effort. So, ask yourself, what if I stop chasing? Will you continue to follow your dreams without despair? Will you start to love yourself even if no one is watching? Will you realize your ideas even without instant reward? If your answer is yes, then congratulations. You have just gained true power. Now you must take a few steps. The first step, determine what drives you, as this is what hinders your success. The second step, detach from the final outcomes. Your energy attracts you, not what you aspire to. The third step, change your mindset. Act as if you already have everything, and watch how quickly the universe responds. The moment you stop chasing success, it will start chasing you. This isn't just motivational talk. This is a law that operates in the universe, and you should start applying it. Have you ever wondered why some people easily achieve everything they want? They do not exhaust themselves, chase, or fuss. Success comes to them effortlessly. Money flows to them like a river. People are drawn to them. Opportunities fall into their laps. Meanwhile, you exhaust yourself, straining and working hard without achieving the desired results. Why is this happening? Because they know what you do not. They have mastered the secret of effortless success. This is the essence. You are stuck in a mode of endless pursuit. You think, how can I earn more money? How can I find the right partner? How can I catch my chance? But this very mindset is the reason for your failures. When you feel something is missing, you send a signal to the universe. I am desperate. I lack this. And do you know what it responds with? It gives you even more feelings of absence and struggle. Notice those who have everything. They are not smarter, luckier, and certainly do not work harder than you. What is their difference? It is their energy. They act from confidence, not despair. They wake up feeling successful, not chasing success. They do not ask for money, but behave as if they are already rich. They do not impose relationships, but act as if they are already loved. Their energy speaks for itself. I already have this. And the universe responds, let's give them more of what they already feel. That's why the rich become even wealthier, and confident people easily attract attention. As soon as you stop chasing something, it begins to come to you. Meet James. He chased money for years, read every book, worked 16 hours a day, toiled harder than anyone, and remained poor until one day he made one simple change. He stopped chasing money. Instead, he became rich. Every day, James sat quietly and felt wealthy. He didn't just visualize it, he lived it. He changed his walk, his way of speaking, and his approach to life, as if he needed nothing. After a few months, clients came to him, investors knocked on his door, and his bank account began to grow. Why? Because James stopped chasing wealth and started attracting it. It's not magic. The universe responds to confidence, not desperation. So right now, honestly ask yourself, am I striving for success or creating it? This shift separates those who struggle from those who effortlessly attract everything they need. How can I activate this magnetic shift right now? The first step, abandon the phrase, I want, for you already have everything you need. Stop acting out of necessity. Live as if your goal is already achieved. The second step, apply the technique of visualization. You already possess this. Every morning, sit down, close your eyes, and envision your goal. Feel her. Become part of her. Allow your energy to transform completely. The third step, constantly check your state. Are you moving with confidence or feeling overwhelmed and striving for something again? As soon as you notice despair creeping in, instantly switch to confidence. The moment you stop chasing what you want, it starts to chase you. If your life isn't shaping up the way you want, it's not because you're not trying hard enough, but because your inner beliefs are holding you back. This is the truth that is rarely spoken about. Your subconscious controls 95% of your reality, your beliefs, habits, and automatic thoughts. Everything you experience is a reflection of who you believe you are. And this is a harsh truth. The personalities of most people are unaware of this. Your personality is shaped by childhood experiences, failures, and rejections, by limiting beliefs instilled by parents, teachers, and society. You did not choose it, but you live with it. And until you change it, you will continue to repeat the same old patterns. Have you ever wondered why some people earn a lot but remain poor? Why others find love but still destroy it? Or why, despite striving for success, they never feel good enough? All of this happens because they are trapped within the confines of their subconscious personality. They have never made a conscious choice. Your subconscious is like a thermostat. If it is set to struggle, you will always find a way to return to it. If deep down you believe you are bankrupt, you will lose money as soon as you earn it. If you are sure that you are not loved, you will destroy all the good relationships that come your way. If you believe you are at an average level, you will never achieve greatness, no matter how hard you try, because your subconscious will always pull you back to the starting level. Therefore, willpower is not eternal. You can work hard, hustle, try harder than anyone else, but if your subconscious doesn't align with your goals, you'll engage in self-sabotage. Meet Olivia, who believed that money is hard to earn. She hustled and worked tirelessly. She grasped at every opportunity, but something always went wrong. Unexpected expenses, failed investments, loss of motivation. She faced failures not because she didn't try hard enough, but because her personality was set to struggle. But then Olivia realized this and decided to change everything. She stopped following strategies and began to reprogram her personality. Money started coming easily. For her, wealth became a natural state. She no longer needed to fight for success. Over the year, Olivia's life radically changed. She transitioned from survival to a thriving business, gaining financial freedom not through hard work, but by changing her self-perception. Right now, you are stuck living in the story your subconscious has written. If you don't rewrite it, you will remain in these confines forever. This is how to break free. The first step, identify your personal blocks. Write down your deep beliefs about money, success, and relationships. Ask yourself, who gave me these beliefs? If you did not choose these beliefs, it's time to get rid of them. The second step, create a new identity. Forget about habits. They follow the identity. Instead, ask yourself, who is the version of me that already has everything I want? How does she think? How does she speak? What is her life like? Now fully embody this identity. Don't pretend, but become it completely. For success does not come first. You must first become this person. The third step, reprogram your inner voice. Your subconscious hears every word you say. If you often tell yourself that you are always poor and never have relationships, that is exactly what you will get. Instead, start affirming your new identity. I attract money easily. I deserve true love. Everything I want is already mine. Repeat these affirmations until your subconscious accepts them as a new reality. Once your identity changes, the external world must change accordingly. Here is your 42-hour challenge. For the next 2 days, imagine yourself as the person you want to become. Dress, speak, and move through life as they do. Once your subconscious accepts the new identity, your reality will change to match it. This is not just a theory nor motivation. It's a way to break free from the cycle and rewrite your story. This is how you will gain unstoppable drive. You have been fed a false notion. They say success lies in goal setting, visualization, and perseverance towards your dream. But the harsh truth is that you do not attract what you want. You attract what you believe you already are. This is the law of assumption, a hidden secret on the path to success. This changes everything because once you understand this, you will no longer have to chase success. It will start chasing you. This is why the law of attraction does not work and why no one will tell you about it. Positive thinking does not yield results. If deep in your heart you still feel poor, unworthy, or undeserving, then even visualizing wealth will not lead to success. If your core belief is that you are poor, money will stay away. You may claim to be worthy of love, but if your inner world is filled with a sense of unattractiveness, your relationships will be at risk. You can chant any mantras of success, but if your inner self perceives it as a deception, you will sabotage all opportunities, because reality responds not to your words, but to who you truly are. Everything depends on the assumptions about yourself that you take for truth. Let's test this. Close your eyes and think of your main goal. Feel the stress, pressure, and fear of not having achieved it yet. Now take a deep breath, exhale, and imagine that this goal has already been achieved. Feel how your state changes. That is the secret. The moment you stop chasing the goal, you become a magnet for its achievement. Meet Danelle. He worked diligently for many years, visualizing wealth and following all the expert advice, but nothing changed. He remained poor and unhappy until he discovered the law of assumption. Danelle stopped chasing wealth and began to perceive it as something natural. He stopped thinking, I need to get rich, and began to live as if he were already wealthy. He gave up desperate work and started acting with confidence. He ceased to behave like a person hoping for success and began to act like someone who had already achieved it. Everything changed. Clients began to arrive effortlessly. Money flowed like a river. In 1 year, he earned more than in the previous 10 years combined. Not because he worked harder, but because he finally changed his identity. That's why it works, and why this approach is so effective. Reality is a mirror. Many look into the mirror and wait for their reflection to change. This is madness, for the mirror never moves. First, you must change. Your reality can only reflect what you believe to be true. As soon as your belief changes, reality immediately begins to conform to it. How to apply the law of assumption in your life. Step 1. Examine your current beliefs. Assess your life at this moment. Everything you have or lack is a direct reflection of what you consider normal. Be as honest with yourself as possible. Do you see money as easy to obtain or a constant struggle? Do you view success as inevitable or something to fight for? Do you consider yourself worthy, or do you need to earn approval? Your deep beliefs become your reality. Step 2. Reevaluate your beliefs. Create a new identity that aligns with the life you want. Right now, ask yourself, if I already had what I desire, how would I think, feel, and act? Then fully embody that in your life. Stop doubting your desires. Start seeing yourself as someone who has already succeeded. Stop behaving as if you are striving for something and start acting as if it is already in your hands. Reject choices based on fear and scarcity and move towards decisions rooted in confidence and abundance. At the moment you start to consider success your own, reality will do everything possible to ensure it. How to achieve this? Live as if you have already reached your goal. This is the main secret of successful people. Living with a final goal means not waiting for evidence, signs, or confirmations. You must assume that your dreams have already come true and act from that position. Allow reality to catch up with you, as it merely reflects your assumptions projected beyond current circumstances. In the next week, accept the challenge. Imagine that your desires are already fulfilled. Move with confidence, as if success is guaranteed. Speak as if you have already achieved your goals. Act with absolute faith in yourself. As soon as your assumptions change, everything around will rearrange to match them. Such is the nature of reality. This is how the greats operate. Stop wishing and start assuming, for success does not follow those who chase it. Those who strive for success do so out of fear, not from an inner sense of already being successful. Most people fail not due to a lack of intelligence or hard work, but because of emotional weakness. They allow feelings to govern their actions, fear to hinder action, and refusals to undermine confidence. This is what leads them to stagnation. Success is not tied to intelligence. It requires emotional strength and the ability to remain calm, confident, and resolute. Life will always throw challenges at you. This is how the strongest people on the planet act. By the end of this book, you will definitely understand how to become one of them. Why are emotions so important? They are the main reason for failures. Many people become prisoners of their emotions. They strive for success out of fear of failure, cling to toxic relationships out of fear of loneliness, make impulsive decisions because they fear uncertainty. Their lives pass like puppets, controlled by emotions, without control and power over themselves. However, the greatest minds in history understood one thing. If you cannot control your emotions, you will never be able to control your life. Familiarize yourself with the philosophy of Stoicism, a teaching that makes you impervious to circumstances. It teaches an important truth. You cannot control the events happening to you, but you can always control your reaction to them. You cannot prevent failures, economic crises, or unexpected obstacles, but you can choose how to respond when fear overtakes you. Failures can crush you, or, conversely, inspire new achievements. True strength lies not in the events that happen to you, but in how you react to them. Mastering this reaction implies emotional detachment. Meet Richard. He was an entrepreneur, constantly haunted by emotions. Every failure felt like a personal tragedy. Every criticism shattered his confidence. Each defeat threw him completely off balance. But one day he discovered Stoicism. He realized that emotions are temporary states, not reality. Feelings have no power if you don't let them control you. So he decided to stop his emotional reactions. No more taking failures personally. No more panicking over every little thing. Stop giving temporary emotions permanent power. After a few months, Richard became unstoppable. He began to take risks without fear. His decisions became more measured. Nothing could shake his calm anymore, for he had finally learned to control his emotions. They became under his control. How to achieve emotional detachment. Become unyielding. If you strive for true success, you must become emotionally invulnerable. Here's how to do it. Step 1. The 5-minute rule. You may experience different emotions, but do not let them control you. When something goes wrong, give yourself exactly 5 minutes. 5 minutes for anger, 5 minutes for disappointment, 5 minutes for distress. And then, after 5 minutes, stop. Because after these 5 minutes, your emotions start to harm you. They prevent you from moving forward, making you vulnerable and weak. Step 2. The trick of perspective on the future. When something bothers you, immediately ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, immediately let go of the situation. Most things that upset you now will not matter even in a month, let alone 5 years. Successful people know how to distance themselves. They do not fall into emotional traps, as they understand that it is pointless in the long run. Step 3. The trial. No reaction. For the next 24 hours, promise yourself not to react. If someone insults you or something unexpected happens, remain silent. Do not give in to provocations, even if you receive bad news. Learn to maintain calm. Whatever life prepares for you, once you stop reacting, you will regain your strength and become unshakable. A 30-day Stoic challenge. For the next 30 days, apply these rules without exceptions. No emotional reactions. Pause, breathe deeply, then act calmly. No complaints. Accept reality, then act, blaming no one. Take responsibility for everything. Don't worry about what you can't control. Focus on what is within your power, because once you master emotional detachment, nothing can stop you. Neither rejections nor failures. You will move through life with complete clarity, unmatched strength, and unwavering confidence. This is how you become a true force. This is how you create your life by your own rules. This is how you achieve true freedom. You were told that letting go means giving up. To surrender means to lose. But here is the real truth that you'll never be told. Letting go does not mean surrendering. It is an expression of strength. It is about shedding everything that holds you back to finally move forward with full power. Imagine walking with a backpack filled with heavy stones, each representing your worries, doubts, and fears, weighing you down. Letting go means turning inward. Extract these stones and cast them aside. It does not diminish your ambitions but creates space for their growth. Think of your dreams, your aspirations. They are your guiding stars, but now your perception is clouded. You are weighed down by thoughts that bring no benefit, only keeping you in place. These worries do not protect you. They paralyze. Acknowledge this, and then let go. Free your perception. Letting go does not destroy your ambitions. On the contrary, it strengthens them, as your drive is now unclouded by fear. Let's bring this to life. Start with a deep breath. Fill your body with the strength of clarity. On an exhale, release one heavy worry that holds you back. Each breath dissolves negativity. Another piece of darkness departs, clearing your path forward. Right now, face your fears head on. They may seem enormous, but look closer. They are just shadows of illusions, projections of scenarios that may never come to pass. Ask yourself, where did this fear come from? Is it still relevant? Let it go. Watch how quickly your ambitions begin to gain strength. As soon as these shadows disperse, clearly visualize your aspirations. Close your eyes and imagine your goals as a mighty tree, deeply rooted and unwavering. Now picture your doubts, fears, and anxieties as stones scattered around this tree. Visualize a strong wind carrying these stones far away. Your tree becomes instantly sturdier, taller, and stronger than ever. Because letting go does not mean losing ambitions. It liberates them. Remember the athlete participating in a race. He does not carry weight while running. He frees himself from everything unnecessary to move faster, lighter, and stronger. Gratitude only enhances this process. Acknowledge how far you have come. Recognize your achievements. This gratitude strengthens your ambitions, creating a solid, unstoppable foundation. But the most important thing is that you must realize that some things are beyond your control. Stop fighting reality. Start trusting the flow of life. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Redirect that freed energy towards action, innovation, and moving forward. When you let go of resistance, opportunities come effortlessly. New paths open, solutions become clear. Your ambitions become sharp, precise, and unstoppable. Letting go does not weaken ambition. It clarifies it. She frees herself from all excess, leaving only clarity, determination, and strength. This is not a renunciation of passion, but a quest to find her true, unstoppable nature. Make this a daily practice. Check what you have in your backpack every day. Immediately rid yourself of any new worries, doubts, or fears. Keep your path clear, your energy powerful, and your ambitions unyielding. This is your secret weapon, a life in which you move freely and easily, powerfully heading towards everything you have ever desired. This is true letting go. Thus, you will become unstoppable. You were always told that success requires constant effort, striving, and struggle. But what if the greatest secret to achieving more lies in lesser efforts? This is the principle of Wu Wei, an ancient Taoist teaching about effortless action. Wu Wei does not imply inaction or passivity. It is about being in harmony with the natural flow of life, not resisting it. Imagine a turbulent river. Most people try to swim against the current, exhausting themselves and making no progress. Wu Wei is about turning and flowing with the current, achieving more with less effort. It is not weakness, but strategic ease. Imagine water. It easily adapts to any obstacles, but over time can even break through stone. Water does not fight. It simply flows around resistance. You have this power too. Once you stop battling life and start going with its flow, you will see changes. Look at your everyday life. When faced with a difficult task, you try to impose a solution. You work hard and exhaust yourself without results. Or you can stop, listen, and let decisions arise naturally. Wu Wei teaches you to trust and let go, to stop controlling every detail. Instead, take a step back, observe, and let intuitive decisions come to you. Think about your relationships. How often do you try to change others? Uwe teaches the power of listening, acceptance, and respect. When you stop pushing people and start accepting them as they are, relationships deepen effortlessly. The harsh truth is, not every situation requires your intervention. Sometimes the most powerful action is to step back and let events unfold naturally. Uwe is the trust in the natural flow of life. Creative people instinctively understand this. Great art never arises from rigid control or coercion. It is born organically when the artist steps back, trusts the process, and allows inspiration to flow freely. This is action without effort in its simplest form. Here's how to start practicing today. Identify areas of your life where you feel pressure, tension, or difficulties. Then just stop. Take a step back and let go of your grip on the outcome. Trust your intuition. Allow decisions to arise naturally. This will not happen in the blink of an eye. Patience, awareness, and constant practice are necessary. However, each time you release resistance, you become stronger, more confident, and powerful. The ability to act is not the refusal of action, but the skill to choose precisely when and how to act. It is the knowledge of when to move and when to remain still. With this understanding, you will navigate life with ease and indomitable strength. This is the ancient secret of resilience. It is about how to use your strength to flow with the current of life. Do not resist it. Stop fighting and start moving with it. For the moment you do, life will become easy, harmonious, and powerful beyond your imagination. Your mind is an old videotape, and you are replaying the same worn-out scenes over and over. Consider your beliefs, habits, and memories as recordings that started playing decades ago. Some of them are classics that still inspire you to move in a positive direction, but others are outdated clips that irritate and hinder every step you take. If you really want to change your life, you need to not just make adjustments, but to throw out the old tape and record a completely new program. It's not about minor edits or light changes. It's about a complete shift in the channel of your identity, the one you chose yourself, not the one imposed on you by parents, teachers, or society without your consent. At this moment, you are still reproducing messages recorded for you by someone else. I manage money poorly. Relationships are fleeting. True successes are not for someone like me. For years, you watch old reruns that subtly shape every scene of your life. The first step is to wake up and realize what these scripts actually represent. Ask yourself directly, who created this script? Is it relevant or outdated, like 90s sitcoms? You need to revisit your old plot lines just as you might laugh at questionable clothing choices from your school album. Upon closer examination, most limiting beliefs crumble immediately. It is now time to replace your tapes. You need new storylines that align with who you truly want to become. Money comes easily and naturally into my life. I deserve love that lasts forever. Success is my natural state. But mere repetition of the script is not enough. Emotional support is needed. Certain melodies can instantly transport you to that perfect summer. Remember this moment. You exceeded all expectations by getting your first great job, or when you scored the winning goal in an important match, or that surge of independence on the day you moved into your first apartment. Solidify your new beliefs so firmly that nothing can shake them. Visualization plays an important role. Remember, when returning to the future, you are just Marty McFly. Instead of accidentally going back, you intentionally step towards your future self. Vividly imagine yourself living the life of your dreams, strong, confident, and successful. Feel the excitement, clarity, and peace that come with realizing who you truly are. But remember, changing your inner world is not just a snap of the fingers. It's a process of habit formation, like the morning ritual with coffee that you've developed over many years. Old habits will return, trying to repeat themselves like a stuck vinyl record. In such moments, you double your efforts, proclaiming new beliefs clearly and boldly, as if they have always been yours, until you create an environment that supports this renewed self. Surround yourself with friends who foster your growth, not those stuck in the past, replaying old tapes. Create a suitable environment by joining free communities that help you become who you aspire to be, and push away those who pull you back to your former self. Press extract and understand. Personality is not a one-time transformation where you take off your glasses, shake your hair, and the world suddenly sees you as you truly are. It is a process that evolves throughout life. With each new season, you must remain flexible, perfect your story, constantly rewriting the scripts to match who you are becoming. Thus, you take the director's chair of your life. You become the truest, strongest, and most unstoppable version of yourself. Thus, you create a life worth revisiting again and again. You have been taught your whole life to believe that every decision must be perfect. You have been programmed to fear mistakes as if they could ruin everything. But here is the cruel truth that you were not told. It is precisely the excessive seriousness towards life that keeps you in place. The more you cling to life, the faster it slips away. You worry about the results and fear judgment from others, yourself, or some imagined judge. And that's why nothing changes. Step 1. Stop controlling. Start allowing. Life does not punish you. It tests your ability to let go. Look at your life now. Where are you pushing too hard? In money, relationships, career? The harder you chase, the faster everything slips away from you. Think about it. Remember when something finally came to you after you stopped worrying so much? When your energy shifted from tension to ease, from pursuit to allowance. This is the reverse law. Once you let go, everything will come to you. Step 2. Your worth does not depend on how productive you are from birth. You were raised like a machine to get high grades, obey authority, work harder, and never allow failure. This system leads to endless cycles of burnout and self-criticism. But here's what no one told you. You are not meant to be a robot capable of productivity. Try to take one day right now and do nothing in terms of productivity. Feel the guilt. It is the result of your conditioning. Write down 3 things you genuinely love about yourself that are not related to your achievements. Understand this well. Success does not come to those who only work hard. It comes to those who stop taking life too seriously. Step 3. Life is a game, not a test. Your external world is a reflection of your inner beliefs. If you believe life is hard, it will be. If you think success involves suffering, you will suffer. If you constantly criticize yourself, the universe will respond in kind. But what if your life is just a movie? Would you scream at the screen, demanding the plot to unfold as you wish? Or would you simply watch with interest what happens next? Try this powerful mindset shift for just one day. Every problem is just a plot twist. Every failure is part of the story. When disappointment arises, it is essentially an interesting turn. Today, let's see where this leads. When you loosen your grip, life will instantly change in your favor. Step 4. Get yourself together. Stop fighting. Success is not in effort, but in consistency. Your energy attracts your reality. Despair repels, lightness attracts. Stop chasing things and start embodying the version of yourself that already has everything you want. Want money? Act as if you are financially free right now. Do you want love but feel lonely? First, believe in success. Trust the process. Stop fixating on how to visualize and feel the energy of your fulfilled desire every night. Forget how easy it is to be confident. At the moment you stop racing, things begin to follow you. Step 5. Scale down and smile. The greatest truth: nothing is as serious as it seems. What feels heavy now won't matter in 5 years. Scale down. Acknowledge that you are just a tiny dot in the infinite universe. Make laughter your habit. Consider your worries without becoming them. Every day, ask yourself, will this matter in a year? Because the universe does not reward stress. It rewards trust. The final step. Decide to play the game. You are not born to be a weary cog in the machine. You came here to live fully, freely, and joyfully. The moment you start seeing life as a dance, not as a trial, you stop enduring failures. Everything falls into place effortlessly. Here is your signal to awaken. Life should always be filled with joy. Leave your worries, let go of the situation, and just play this game. For the moment you do, everything will be in its place. And here is the hidden truth that no one speaks of. Success does not have to be a struggle. There is a path to success that requires less effort. It is a road where you work less but gain more. A path where opportunities find you, not the other way around. This is the path of least resistance. And once you step onto it, life will cease to be a constant struggle and will begin to flow easily and freely. There is a cruel truth about struggle. Society instills in you that suffering equals success, and that exhaustion is a sign that you are on the right path. But look at nature. Trees do not struggle to grow. Rivers do not fight to flow. The sun does not force itself to shine. Everything strong moves with ease. Now pay attention to your life. Where are you trying to force events? Where do you fight against reality instead of flowing with its current? The truth is, if something constantly feels like a struggle, it is not your path. True success is not a battle. The moment you stop fighting and start flowing, the pursuit of success becomes easy. For example, Evelyn. She spent many years building her business, working harder than anyone, sacrificing sleepless nights, weekends, relationships, and even her health. But the results were zero. Every deal fell through, every launch failed, and each attempt drained her energy. And there were no results until one day Evelyn asked herself a simple question. What if success doesn't have to be so hard? From that moment, she stopped forcing herself forward and began to go with the flow, listening to her intuition. Instead of chasing something forced, she embraced what came easily and naturally. Over several months, everything changed. Clients began to arrive effortlessly. Her business flourished without struggle. She worked less but earned more, not because she gave up, but because she finally chose the path of least resistance. Why does this happen? Most people get trapped in struggle, clinging to suffering, believing that ease is bad and hardship is right, and that suffering equals progress. Due to this toxic belief, they ignore the path of natural balance. They knock on locked doors when they should simply allow them to open effortlessly. They cling to strategies that do not work, ignoring opportunities that come naturally. But as soon as you start to perceive struggle as a choice, you realize you can choose another path. You can choose ease, balance, and success without effort. This is how quickly you can embark on the path of least resistance. The first step is to realize where you are forcing events. Carefully analyze your current life. You continue doing what does not bring satisfaction, yet cannot let go. You cling to relationships knowing they do not bring happiness. Your strategy exhausts you. If your life feels like a constant struggle, perhaps this is not your path. Step 2. Listen to what brings you ease. Notice where life leads you naturally. What activities come easily to you? What do you excel at without much effort? What brings results without stress? This is your true path. Follow it tirelessly. Step 3. Let go of what doesn't work. Many fear letting go, thinking it's a sign of failure. But in reality, to let go means to gain freedom. Make space for what you truly need when you stop struggling. Success will come to you effortlessly. For the next 7 days, try an experiment of non-effort. Don't force yourself to do what doesn't work. If something comes easily, fully embrace it. When one door closes, do not knock on it. Another will open. The path of least resistance is not inaction. It is a conscious movement towards where life leads you. This is how you can achieve more while expending less effort. This is how success finds you effortlessly. This is how you allow the universe to arrange everything in your favor. And in conclusion, choose flow over struggle. People living in struggle mode do this daily. They cling to what bears no fruit. They struggle against the natural flow and refuse to believe that success can be easy. But truly successful people choose differently. They relinquish the fight and trust the natural course of events. They believe that what is meant for them will happen effortlessly. Thanks to this, they achieve success faster and without exhaustion. They live in flow, not struggle. Success should never be seen as a war. It has always been a dance. Once you stop fighting, life begins to flow. The truth reveals itself to you. Now, the choice is yours. You can return to the endless chase and struggle, hoping that success will appear on its own. Or you can step into a completely different reality. A reality where success pursues you, where you attract it effortlessly and without despair. A reality where you stop reacting and start creating life on your own terms. Many will never understand this. The universe has never worked against you. It has always reflected your inner beliefs. But now, you have the key. You know exactly how to stop chasing and start receiving. You know how to reprogram your subconscious for success effortlessly. You know how to manage your emotions and confidently move through life. You know exactly how to go with the flow of life, while most continue to struggle against it. Your 7-day challenge is to either do it or remain stuck forever. For the next 7 weeks, live as if you already have everything you dream of. Do not allow coercion, despair, or doubt. Instead, behave and act as if success is already achieved. Make every decision with complete confidence, not out of fear. Discard everything that doesn't align with your inner vision. Instantly detach from the outcomes and wholeheartedly trust your new identity. Move through life effortlessly. Follow the path of least resistance. For the moment you become one who possesses everything, the universe will have no choice but to grant it to you. Go deeper. Discover a new level of truth. Knowledge alone changes nothing until you start embodying it in life. If you are ready to delve deeper and reveal hidden truths, most people will never understand this. That's all. We have reached the end of this video. Remember that you are an important part of this project. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts in the comments. If you don't know what to write, just leave the number 100. If you are new and haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to do so and hit the notification to not miss any useful and inspiring videos. Thank you for being with us.